Welcome to day 57. Today we're diving into Numbers chapter 7, which, let's be honest, can look like just a long list of offerings, but there's actually a lot more going on, right?
Absolutely. At first glance, it's just repetition, day after day, offering after offering. But that repetition is kind of the point. There's something deeply symbolic in it.
Yeah, I noticed that each prince of the tribes brings the exact same set of offerings, like down to the shekel. You think that's just for fairness?
I think it's more about unity. Every tribe, regardless of size or prestige, is equal before God. It's almost like they're forming this national spiritual cohesion by repeating the same ritual.
That's powerful. Also, I found it interesting how Moses sets everything up before the offerings even begin. He finishes the tabernacle, anoints it, sanctifies it, all before the first gift is presented.
Right. That's an important sequence. It's almost like he's preparing the stage for something sacred. You can't just jump into worship. There's a whole process of sanctifying the space first.
And then comes the wagons and oxen. 6 covered wagons and 12 oxen, 2 leaders just sharing a wagon. Seems practical, but there's meaning there too.
Totally. The way they were distributed caught my attention. Gershon gets 2 wagons, Merari gets 4, but Kohath gets none. Why? Because they're supposed to carry things on their shoulders.
That detail says a lot. Kohath's job was to carry the most sacred items. The ark, the table, the lampstand. No shortcuts, no wagons.
Exactly. There's something humbling about that. Like, if you're handling holy things, there's a weight. Literally and spiritually, you have to bear yourself.
What struck me is how God directly tells Moses to accept the offerings and to assign them. He doesn't just observe, he's part of the whole process.
Yes, and that shows us a side of God that's very relational. He doesn't just demand obedience. He participates in their devotion.
And then, boom, 12 days of offerings begin, 1 prince per day, almost like a ceremonial parade.
And none of them tried to outdo the other. It wasn't like, oh, Judah brought that. Well, Dan's gonna top it.
Ha, no offering envy. But isn't that unusual? We're so used to stories of rivalry between tribes.
True. And that makes this moment kind of unique. It's unity through ritual. Everyone brings 1 silver platter, 1 bowl, a golden ladle, all the same weights. You can feel the rhythm.
The silver platter weighed 130 shekels, the bowl 70, and the ladle 10 of gold. Do you think the weights mattered?
Definitely. The precision reflects reverence, like saying, this matters so much we're not winging it. There's intention behind every measurement.
And every offering had the same ingredients: fine flour mixed with oil for the meal offering, incense in the ladle, then animals, bull, ram, lamb, goat, and a bunch of peace offerings.
Yeah, that combination covers every category. Sacrifice for sin, for peace, for worship. It's like each tribe is offering a full spectrum devotion.
It almost reads like liturgy. Structured, methodical, but not boring. You get this sense of sacred routine.
Exactly. And think about it. All this happens after Israel's been counted and organized. It's the next step in shaping their identity as a worshiping nation.
What about the conclusion? After all 12 tribes bring their gifts, there's a final tally, like the grand summary.
That's where you see the scale. 12 silver platters, 12 bowls, 12 ladles, and the weight of all silver and gold combined is recorded.
It's kind of mind-blowing. Like, here's the total: 2,400 shekels of silver, 120 shekels of gold, and a mini zoo's worth of animals.
Ha ha ha, true. But even that animal count matters. It's 12 bulls, 12 rams, 12 lambs, 12 goats for the regular offerings, and then 24 bulls, 60 rams, 60 goats, 60 lambs for peace offerings.
That's abundance, celebration. It's not stingy worship.
Exactly. It reflects joy, gratitude, and commitment. And we shouldn't miss the deeper thread that each tribe, though different, shares in one collective identity under God.
And right at the end, we get this intimate moment. Moses goes into the tent of meeting, and God speaks to him from between the cherubim on the ark.
That gives me chills. After all the offerings, after all the ceremony, God speaks. It's like the relationship is sealed.
It also reminds us that all this ritual isn't for show, it's about communion. The point is hearing God's voice.
Yep. The purpose of sacred space is sacred encounter. And it's kind of wild that it all starts with wagons and flour and silver platters.
So true. You start with wagons, but you end with glory.
That's the beauty of number 7. It teaches us that when everyone brings their part, faithfully and equally, something divine happens.
I love that. Maybe it's a reminder for today too. We all bring our offering, whatever it is, and together we create something holy.
Yeah, and no one has to outshine the other. Just show up, bring your part, carry your weight, even if it's literally on your shoulders like the Kohathites.
Or if you're pushing a wagon, either way it counts.
Every platter matters.
So let's wrap it with a question. What's the offering we're each bringing today?
Great one. And are we bringing it with the same intention, the same precision, and the same spirit of unity?
That's something to sit with. Thanks for exploring this with me today.
Always a joy. Till next time, God bless.